Hello, my name is Ryan, and for my vocabulary project, my project is the Concept Cube. Presentation by yours truly, Ryan Clary, here for the class of Integrating Literature across secondary education classrooms. So, for my assignments, I'm using text from the Chemistry and Chemical Reactivity, the 10th edition, of course. It's a book that I have on hand myself. Um, and the grade that I'm mainly aiming this for would be for the ninth grade, as I feel like this would be the best use of freshman classmen, as the cube is very good for getting to learn the vocabulary words early, so that way they can get an understanding of it uh, now, and then move on and focus more on the harder aspects of things like chemistry and biology further down the line in the biology, advanced chemistry classroom, and physics if they plan on going down that route. So for the concept cube, it looks very similar to this. Basically, what parts of the concept cube are is you have the vocabulary word, which in this case they're focusing on thermodynamics and heat. You have the synonym and the antonym, which I think are very good and fun parts to have, as you're looking at a word that's very similar to it, and a word that's the exact opposite of it, getting kind of two sides of the same coin event there. Then we have the category that it belongs to, which is the need for second law of thermodynamics, and the essential characteristics, which would be heavy objects that have more of this. And then finally, for the last part, we have an example where you're using the word, I guess, a blank for the word, um, on for the cube itself. So, how would I use this concept cube for my classroom? Well, the essential way that you would use this concept cube is that they would write down everything that I just talked about earlier, and then they would kind of quiz themselves, quiz the neighbor. But I think it would be a lot more fun if we used the entire classroom. So I'd make them space. Going to be a science teacher, so I'm sure I'll have plenty of space for doing activities and whatnot. Um, in this case, I'd have each of the kids make three, maybe four, or four at minimum, three or four at minimum, as many as they want, and then I'm gonna have them all roll. I'll pick a select few because the whole class go. That's gonna be absolute chaos. But about three, four of them. They all roll one of their cubes they have, and then one of the other classmates have to grab a cube other than theirs, and they have to go run over, grab a cube, and run back to whatever kind of buzzer or group area that I have, and answer the question first, and answer it correctly, of course. Originally, I'd found this on a website, and it basically just talked about a quick summary of what it can be done for and what it can be used for. But I read that and I saw that I'm like, this can be used for a lot more than just studying with. It can be used for a whole activity, and it can be a lot of fun. And that's something I would hope to do in my classroom. Have a lot more fun with students than just test, quiz, reading assignment. Um, so bring me to this. Have a nice day, everyone.